Izu, can I have my chair, honey? Can I have my chair? Can I have it now? Whoop. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Yeonni. So, for those of you who do celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving day, weekend, whatever it may be with your families. I know saying that now it's kind of a weird year with Thanksgiving and holidays because with the pandemic, I'm sure a lot of us are social distancing and maybe our Thanksgiving celebrations might have looked a bit different than years prior. I know for myself at least, I was planning on visiting my family in Korea this year to spend the holidays with them. If not Thanksgiving, then Christmas or vice versa, one or the other. But I decided it would be best for everyone's health and safety, myself included, to not travel, so I spent it here in Seattle with my partner. But anyway, today's video, I wanted to take some time to share with you guys things that I'm so thankful for this year. You might be wondering, what's the point of this? Like, Thanksgiving is over, why are you making a whole video dedicated to what you're thankful for? And I want to do this because I'm trying to make a point here. You know, I always try to make a point in my videos. The point is that over the years, I think being more intentional about really bringing to the surface and really speaking out loud and giving more space and consideration to things that I'm really thankful for has helped me so much with protecting my inner peace and has helped me so much with my mental health. There you go, you see the connection there? So I want to take some time to share with you guys things that I'm so thankful for this year, and I hope that you can take this exercise in a way as something you can do for yourself every day. I promise you, once I became so much more intentional with just feeling so grateful and thankful for the things in my life in the everyday, I just experienced so much lessening of my anxiety and overwhelm of the world. And I'm not saying this is a panacea for panacea. You know what I mean? It's not like a big band-aid that's just gonna, go over and fix everything, but it's a coping skill that has helped me so much throughout the years. So let's get straight into the things that I'm so thankful for this year. The first thing that I'm so thankful for this year are basic human needs that I am able to have. For example, I get to have a roof over my head when I feel cold. I live in a place where I can turn on the heater and be warm. I'm so thankful for access to clean water, that when I want to drink water, I know that, as far as I know, I can have access to clean water. If I feel like I want to take a shower or a bath, that I can walk into my bathroom right back there and be able to do that. And what's also included is that I'm thankful for food, that I am so lucky to be able to eat pretty much whatever I want, whenever I want. And I start off my list with this because having been a social worker and working in this field and also volunteering throughout my lifetime, I've come across so many moments where I realized that things that I thought were the most basic needs and human rights that I thought I was entitled to, that everyone had, it just wasn't so for so many people in the world. I've come across patients and clients who had no access to clean water, who were in homeless shelters, who all they could eat was whatever these shelters would provide for them. And I remember when I was back in New York, and I was still in college at the time actually, on the weekends and around the holidays, the group that I was part of in college, we would do a lot of homeless outreach, make a lot of care packages, and we would put together food and socks, gum, toothpaste, toothbrushes, basic necessities that people like myself have the privilege to enjoy. And we would go out into places like Penn Station. We went to the Port Authority bus terminal. So basically places where a lot of homeless people and where a lot of people would gather. And I remember having this conversation with this one woman, and she was so excited that in our care package we didn't only have water, but we also had Gatorade. She said that she was so thankful that there was options in our care package where she feels like she's not able to complain or anything because at least she's getting these things for free, but it means so much that she has the option to choose between, oh, I'm thirsty, should I drink water or a Gatorade? And once again, I was so awestruck by how ignorant I was and how little knowledge I had into the lives of these people, because I took that for granted. If I want to drink coffee, I can make myself coffee. If I want to drink a cocktail, I can drink a cocktail, you know what I mean? So yes, I am so thankful for these basic human needs that are not really that basic, but that I get the privilege to enjoy in my life. Anytime I've worked and continue to work with my clients and patients in the field that I work in, I am always so humbled and reminded of just, first of all, how unjust the world is and how there's so much work to be done, but also just how thankful I need to be for the things that I have. The second thing that I'm thankful for today is obviously my family. As I've mentioned in the intro, or I don't know which cut I'm using, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. My family, they all live in Korea, and this year I was not able to visit them. So, I was feeling pretty sad and upset that I couldn't visit them, and I missed them, and I felt really alone and all that stuff. But sitting down now, I am so thankful to have family, to have a mother, a father, a brother, and through my marriage now with my partner, I have an amazing mother-in-law and father-in-law, and more extended family through there. I feel so grateful that even in moments where I feel like, sometimes I think our mental illnesses can make us feel that way, where we physically feel so alone, but I know for sure that I'm not alone. I have, like I said, my loving family back in Korea. I have a loving family here in Seattle now. And not only am I thankful for their existence, but I'm thankful that each and every one of them are safe and they are healthy and not suffering specifically from the pandemic. With everything going on, it was really, really hard for me being so far away from my family. If I think about it, I feel like if someone had gotten sick, God forbid, the pandemic is still going on, and if anything, it's getting worse because it's winter, but I feel like I definitely would have, just without really thinking about it, bought a ticket and just flown out to Korea to be with them. But even, the logistics of that, like me traveling, potentially putting my partner in risk and my in-laws in risk, and all of that would have been just so difficult. And me even going to Korea, I would have had to quarantine for 14, all of that stuff. But that is all secondary, because if my family member had gotten sick, I would be there, like with no thought really. But thankfully, throughout this year, Korea has been really, really good with their contact tracing and making sure to take this pandemic, honestly, so much more seriously than the US did until now, I guess. So they have been safe. So I am so thankful for them existing, and I'm so thankful for them being healthy. And, talking about family, the third thing that I'm thankful for is my partner, Matt. When the pandemic first started, there were a lot of memes and joking that this pandemic is either going to lead to many babies being born or many divorces, because being stuck with someone 24/7 is not easy. And there have definitely been days where I just wanted to bash my head into a wall, because we live in a pretty small apartment. Being stuck in a small place with someone else for 24/7, like never being alone, like I really appreciate my alone time. So there have been days where it's been really tough. However, I would much rather be stuck with my partner 24/7 than be doing long distance with him. We used to do long distance back in the day when our relationship first started. I can't imagine how scary it must be for me to be in New York, him to be here in Seattle, and with all of what is going on, and like wondering if he's safe and all of that. So I feel very, very thankful for my partner that we are going through this pandemic thing together. And yeah, in a world that feels more and more alone to a lot of people, it's just another level of blessing in a way that I feel in my life, that I was able to meet him so early on, and we are truly growing up together. We are both very immature still. We are both very sometimes I feel like we are kids pretending to be adults, like, oh yeah, like how do taxes work? Oh, we're gonna get a car. And it's really weird, but I know for a fact that it's a blessing to have found someone to want to spend the rest of your life with. So yeah, although he's a pain in the ass a lot of the times, I am very grateful for my partner. Next thing I am very grateful for are my cats. As someone who has a lot of anxiety and someone who suffers with depression, having my cats, especially during this time, has been extremely important to me. And you might be wondering, like, they just kind of do their own thing. What's the point? You saw me in the beginning of the video, Yuzu was just sitting on my chair. But something about just their presence just gives me so much peace. And also, the act of taking care of living beings has taught me so many lessons. Obviously, when I'm like a parent and I have a literal human child, I cannot even fathom what type of lessons I'll be learning through that. But being needed, being able to take care of these little life beings and them also being there for me. I think my cats do so much for me as much as I do for them. And I'm like the cat lady, and I joke about that, and cats are cute, but it's not just their cuteness. Having a home with animals, I think, makes such a big difference than an empty home. And when I used to dorm or live without my cats, it was very different. Like when I was depressed or alone, like one little look from my cat could make me feel like, oh no, he needs to be fed, kind of motivate me to get through the day. And I think that needs to be a separate video on itself. I keep doing that. There's so many videos I need to make, you guys. That needs to be a separate video in itself where I introduce you guys to my cats and just really talk about the positive benefits of animals in your life. But anywho, I'm so thankful for them that they came into my life 2 years ago, and that I get to be a cat mom. And yeah, really happy. I'm talking about you, honey. I love you. I love you. The next thing that I'm so thankful for is the privilege to be able to look for and work at jobs that I am passionate about. If you guys have been with me through this journey of YouTube, I update you guys a lot on my life about like job searching, my career, and blah, 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 my passion for social work and all that stuff. And sometimes I feel like I forget how much of a privilege it is to be able to seek out and work at jobs that I am passionate about. I feel like there are so many people out there who work and have jobs because they need to have work and have jobs. And of course I do as well, but it's more like they need the money and the security to feed their family, to be secure, to pay the rent. And while I also have those things that I also need to do, pay rent and all that stuff, I know for a fact that I'm in a position where not only because I'm married and we have double income, but just the way the socioeconomic status, the level that I was born into, and the privileges that come with the color of my skin, my parents and the work that they put into raising me and the education that I received. There is so much privilege that I was born into, that I was raised in, that I am living in right now. So to be able to talk about like, oh, I'm so passionate about mental health, so I want a job in that, and being able to like pick the jobs that I want to do, I am totally cognizant of the fact that that is such a privilege that I am so thankful for. And I don't ever want to feel entitled to a job that I'm passionate about, because entitlement is something that I think many of us really struggle with, and that includes myself, where I feel like I deserve that. But then, there is so much suffering in the world, there is so much injustice in the world. And through this exercise of being thankful, I become so much more aware of my privilege in this world, and just how thankful I am, like I said, to be able to seek out and work at jobs that I'm so passionate about. And last but not least, last but not least, I'm so thankful for the privilege of leisure. And what I mean by that is, not only do I get to work a job that I want to work, live in a place like this, have a family and have friends and have my cats and my partner and all that stuff that I just mentioned, I get to have time to myself to engage in hobbies. Have you ever thought about the fact that there are people out there who work 3 to 4 jobs. There are mothers out there who work 3 to 4 jobs, have to come home, take care of children, that they don't have time or the resources for leisure and hobbies. And when I realized that, I was like, whoosh, kind of like, hit again, but just how thankful I am that I get to have the resources and the time for leisure, that I get to, set up an Etsy shop and buy the materials that I want to make tiny little fun jewelry, that I get to do that. And also, kind of closing in this video, that I get to make YouTube videos, that I was able to buy this expensive camera. This camera was like $600, which is a lot of money, and I can buy this tripod, and I can on a Saturday morning sit here, get all dressed, well, not really dressed up, this is my dress up during the pandemic, please bear with me. But anyway, I get to do this. I get to talk about things I want to talk about. I get to sit here and record and edit and share fun videos with you guys, and I get to have you guys subscribe to me and watch my videos, and I get to have this really cool discourse back and forth with you guys, whether in the comments or in the DMs. And I think that is privilege and something that I am so thankful for. And when I mention that, I'm not just talking about the numbers because I have like 21,000 subscribers. I remember when I hit 100 subscribers, or I remember when I got my first comment, which like wasn't my family or friends. Being able to converse and connect with people around the world who have the same interests and passion as me, whether you are still in school and you want to study social work or be a mental health worker, or you are a professional, you have been in the field for years and you validate me and you affirm me and you support the things that I talk about, or even leave constructive comments about the things that I talk about or counterpoints. It's just so cool. And I'm so thankful for all of that. So I just want to say, I'm so thankful for you guys, and I'm so thankful for YouTube that this has become such a fun hobby. Those are the things that I'm thankful for this year, and because it is the holidays and because I'm so thankful, I did want to kind of do something for you guys, and that's where we go into the giveaway portion of this video. And you know me, I am just a 9-to-5 humble worker. I unfortunately can't really like be giving out iPhones and iPads to everyone. However, this gift box that I did put together for someone out there is really special for many reasons. But the first thing is, if you've been with me since like 1,000 subscribers, this might look familiar. This is special because I put together this gift box with the very first check I got from YouTube, which was like $100, which is a lot of money. I wanted to kind of give back to you guys what you gave to me. I was able to make that money through you guys watching my videos through the AdSense. So I tried to do a giveaway when I reached 1,000 subscribers, but I didn't do it right. So there was no way for me to reach out to the winner because YouTube had taken away the ability for me to like directly message whoever the winner was. Back in the day, YouTube did have direct messaging, and I didn't realize that they'd gotten rid of it. So I did like the randomizer thing, and I just didn't know how to contact the person. Anyway, it's the same box from 2 years ago. I've had this through all the moves that I've had, being like, I really want to give that box away. When is the right time? And I think this is the right time. So let me quickly just show you. Actually, let's make it a surprise. I'm just gonna keep it a surprise for now, but it's a care package, a self-care package that I put together for one of my subscribers. So in order to win this box, let me make sure I do it correctly this time. Number one, please like this video. I know there's a way to check, so I'm gonna try to check. Number two, please be subscribed to my channel. This is my thank you to you guys for having been here for me for years or months or days, whatever it may be. So like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment down below with things that you are thankful for, and also a way for me to contact you, because that's the important part. Whether it's your Instagram handle, what's your email, if you feel comfortable leaving that, I need to be able to contact you to let you know that you won. So I want to send this out to one of you guys for the holidays. I want to make sure I ship this out before Christmas, but you know, with the pandemic and things being kind of slow, that's why I'm posting this video this Sunday before December even starts. So that way you'll have this under your Christmas tree and you can open it the morning of or the night before, whatever your traditions are. So this giveaway will be open for, I'm thinking, I want to say 1 week, but I feel like that's not long enough. So let's do 2 weeks. That way we get more comments and more of like the surprise factor when we randomize it and pick someone for 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna express ship this to you. If it is international, I will have to let you know it will take much longer to get there because unfortunately, because of the pandemic, it's not in my control, but I will try my best to ship this out to you with like the priority express, all that priority express premium, all those labels. But yeah, I will do my best to get this out to you as soon as possible, hopefully before the new year, but I unfortunately can't guarantee that. I hope you guys love this. I definitely had so much fun putting this together. I love putting gifts together. It's one of my favorite things in life. Anyway, that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for being here with me, whether you've been here with me for years or this is the first time you're on my channel. If you are, hi, my name is Yeonni. I am a mental health worker, social worker, now research coordinator, psychologist to be, fingers crossed, and I make a lot of different videos here on YouTube. If you are interested in seeing what kind of videos I do make, please check out my channel, and if you do like what you see, please make sure to subscribe. That's awesome. That helps me quite a lot. And yeah, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves emotionally, mentally, physically, in all of those beautiful ways. And Also, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, or if it's just a regular Thursday for you, I hope you're having a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!